welcome to my channel. Today I'm here to share with you the new Studio Calico kits that are releasing today, which is June 1st, 2024. Now, I do not have all the stamp sets that are releasing today. There was kind of a little bit of a delay, so I'm just going to share with you one add-on stamp set, the stamp subscription, and the subscription kit, so which is the documenter kit. Now, this first add-on stamp set is really cute. It's like little blocks, and there's like space here to stamp out some of these words. I think this would be perfect to create a pattern or even like a notebook cover or something. I'm going to try this out. I'm really curious to see what I can do with this, but I think it's adorable. I love the scribbles here. And then you have words like real life, weekend, AM, PM, approved. Very adorable. The stamp subscription is a favorite. I love that there's some alphas. Love the big like font here with the question mark, the quotations, really fun. And that big speech bubble. This one's going to be really fun to create with and add some words in there, maybe journaling, even like a photo. Really excited for that. So like I said, there's loads of new add-on stamp sets. They are adorable. If I get them in time before I post this video, I will just add a clip in here sharing the new add-ons. But if I don't, I definitely recommend to check out the website. I will link it in the description box for you. But let's go ahead and check out the mentor kit. Now, I've already looked through this because I couldn't wait. It's a very, very cute kit, but I will share it with you real quick. Look how beautiful that packaging is. Love the horses with that pink background. So let me get everything out of the packaging and I'll share it with you real quick. Okay, so let's start with the stamps, these little postal stamps. They are adorable and they're so hefty duty. It's like hard cardstock and I love these. These are going to be so fun to use in my project. They're just so colorful. Love it. Love the little mushroom in pink. Really, really cute. And I love this little like die cut pack. So fun. We have our chipboard, which is a favorite. Love the good stuff, the watermelon, summer fun, the cute sun. Very fun. Some pink alphas. Some large labels. You get 2 sheets of that. And it's a great way to add your journaling to your spread. This is fun. It's like a little matchbox notebook, and you have some lined paper in there. This would even be fun to do a little project in here, like a small picture, journaling. I just really adore these little stationery tidbits, basically. You get a pack of the numbers. I think these were called Alice numbers, and they recreated these numbers in a stamp set. And we had them in white, and now they're in this really pretty greenish blue. It's just so pretty. I'm excited for those. Love these numbers. They are one of my favorites. And then the paper. Like I said, I did a little sneak and checked out the kit ahead of time, but the papers are so adorable. So you got your 4x6s. That's the pattern. Really fun. Love is here. Make today a good day. And there's your little postal stamps. So cute. Very colorful kit this month with really fun patterns. Really love that one. And I've really been enjoying, there's the horses. I've really been enjoying these kits in my Scrappy Spiral notebook. I've just been punching them out with my cinch machine, adding them in between my pages just to add a pop of color. And again, a great way to use your kit if you are not using pocket pages. Can definitely punch these out and add them in your Scrappy Spiral notebook as well. They are just so fun to kind of play around with. I always say this, think outside the box. Cards don't have to go in pockets. You can definitely just use them on a spread. If you're using the Peachy binder from my shop, you can always add pockets like page protectors and then add your cards in there. That's a great way to use them as well. Because I know even if you're doing Project Life in pockets, you always end up having way too many cards left over. So been there, done that. So I definitely try to find different ways to use these cards and these pattern papers. Really fun. And then here's your cut apart sheets, the 2x2s, so cute. And then the little cut aparts, kind of your little die cut pack. Really fun kits this month. Like I said, I will be adding the link down in the description box for you if you want to check out the rest of the products that are releasing this month. But for now, we're going to be using my Documenter kit to create something really fun and put something together. I don't know what I'm going to be working in, but I'm excited to use my new kit. So if you want some inspiration, just keep watching. So I decided that I'm going to work in my Scrappy Spiral notebook. I have loads of photos of my sister's graduation. She had just finished her specialist degree and we were really proud of her. And I had a lot of photos from that day. So I decided to use both spreads to document her special day. Now, I also grab my kit and I'm going to go through the kit trying to find the right cards and paper to use on the spread. There's a lot of yellow in this kit and it works perfectly with my photos. As you can see, I have some yellow balloons in the photo. My mom is wearing yellow. So it wasn't really hard to match my cards with my photos. Once I chose a few pages and cards that would fit, I set them aside and start sticking down my photos. So in the kit, there was a 3x4 card that said happy mind, happy life. And I knew right away that I would use it on the spread. So all I'm going to do with that is I'm going to trim it down to fit one of my boxes. It had the yellow in there. It had like some orange as well. So I just knew that I wanted to use it and it would bring in some more color to my spread. So I'm going to trim that down. And it worked perfectly. I end up adding it right next to that photo of my sister. I also wanted a 2x2 card to fit in my 2x2 box. And I start with this one. I think it said embrace the journey, but I wasn't 100% sure about it. I end up not sticking that card down because I thought maybe I'll find something better. I'm happy I do because you'll see later on that I do switch it out. Now this 3x4 card that says go your own way in yellow was perfect. I knew I would just trim it down, add it to a box. But right before I trimmed it down, I checked the back side and there was like a little label that said, oh, happy day. Now it's not going to fit or work well with my spread, but I can always use it for another spread. I made sure that I don't cut it where I can't use it. I cut it off first and I trimmed it out and I'm just going to set it aside because I'll just use it on something else. I always double check before cutting down these papers because you never know, you might be able to use the backside of that page. Anyways, now that I filled out my boxes, I can go ahead and stick down the cards. And this is where I decide I'm not going to use that 2x2 card. Just didn't match. So I'll just find something later. And I do want to fill in that bottom box with journaling. But before I add my journaling, I grab my subscription stamp set to stamp a little title right above my journaling. I think I end up just stamping noteworthy and I will highlight it with yellow marker just so it can match my spread. Grab my journaling, add it in the box and call that space done. Now, because I have my stamp set out, I knew I wanted to stamp the speech bubble. As you guys know, I love speech bubbles and I felt like it would be perfect to fill in my last box. And so I'm gonna stamp this ink pad from the stamp market, but I felt like it was a little bit too dark. So I decided to go with something lighter and it worked perfectly. It matched my photos, it matched my cards. And so I go with the lighter speech bubble. I want to fill in the speech bubble. I thought it would be fun to just stamp out "You rock." So I'm just going to fill in my speech bubble. The speech bubble is way too big for my box, but I'm a-okay with that because I do trim off a little bit of it. I also do want it to kind of look like the left side of that page is one box. So it kind of connects with the photo on the bottom, me, Leith, and my sister. So it just kind of looks like a big box with a speech bubble and a photo. It just looked really cute. I'm so happy with how that one turned out. This is where I'm like, okay, this is too big. It needs to be trimmed down. And I basically just used my trimmer, trimmed it down, and made it look like a big column. So I'm also going to be using the stamp set to stamp out my big title. I wanted to stamp congratulations, Nada, which is my sister. And because the alphas are small enough, I knew I could stamp the whole thing in that space. So I just basically go with it. I think I just forgot to stamp the S for congratulations, but does it bother me? No, not really. So once I stamp that out, I will just, I think I end up just using a chipboard to fill in the space next to my sister's name. I felt like it was really bland and it needed to be filled out. So I just used Good Times Ahead, filled in that space perfectly. Now, I wanted to fill in that last box, the 2x2 box. Like I said earlier, I wasn't really happy with the Embrace the Journey card. So I go through the kit again and I found a little card that says taking it day by day. It was in black and yellow. It matched perfectly, but it wasn't 2x2. It was a little bit smaller. I think it was probably a 1x1. And I was okay with that. It doesn't fill the box perfectly, but it matched and it was cute. So I went with it. Now that I'm done with my spread, I decide to go back to my title, add some color to my title. It still looked bland to me, even after adding the chipboard. I don't know if you noticed, I removed the backing of the chipboard so I can flatten it out a little bit. I didn't want to add too much bulk to my Scrappy Spiral notebook. So what I do is I grab my yellow marker and add a drop shadow to my letters. I will also add a line kind of going through the title on both sides, add more yellow to my title and fill in those gaps. And I'm really happy I did that because it kind of made that yellow flow through my pages. Anyways, you guys, I am done. I'm calling it done. Don't forget, today is release day at Studio Calico. I'll be adding all the links in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.